You have come to the right place because this is our first official Madden 22 Next Gen tip for offense. This is the next installation of Madden, which is supposed to be better than the last version of Madden, and it's on Next Gen, so that should be better than previous gen, but previous gen issues are back.
I love this game. I love watching a quarterback run away from a DB, running to the right, crossbody it 50 yards straight down the field perfectly.
That sounds about right. Let's get into the video. All right, we're in practice mode. Of course, Kansas City playbook. That's not that obvious, but yes, this is in the Kansas City playbook. At least that's what I'm using right now. I'm sure there's in a lot of other playbooks. It's a very common play. So the concept of one play touchdowns have been around for an extremely long time, and Madden started to get a lot better with not allowing us to pull down that corner. But for this year on Next Gen, the corners are stupid. I'm just going to come out and say it. Cover 3 corners are dumb. Zone corners are dumb. Man corners are dumb. Cover 2 corners are dumb. They're just dumb. Like, I've never seen such bad zone concepts and coverages in Madden until this year. I thought we were moving forward, but they're going to have to patch this. Everything deep works this year, so we're going to go ahead and take advantage of that and run some extremely deep routes and score some touchdowns. So what we're doing right now, we're in the Kansas City playbook. You're going to go into your gun empty Chiefs and you're looking at that shoot deep post. Now, this is a concept that is tried, true, and true. And I'm going to show you guys a couple different ways to beat cover 3 today. All right. So we're going to go into this gun empty Chiefs shoot deep post. So I'm going to go ahead and click X. And right now we're going to just run cover 3 sky. Right. And let's come out and something that gives them a little bit of a better fighting chance. We'll run cover 3 sky out of the big nickel over G, put some more DBs on the field. Now, I'm comfortably sitting in the shade right now. My man's Patrick Mahomes at my fastest receiver right here, Tyreek Hill. Of course, it just makes sense. Put your fastest receiver there, forehead. Don't put a slow receiver there. Just common sense here stuff. All right, what we're going to do is I'm going to motion out Robinson. Robinson is a decoy. He's basically, you're going to use him just in case there's a blitz and you need to make a quick throw. Robinson is your man. He's going to go on that slant. I'm going to leave my running back on his blue route so he starts off as a blocker if we get some really good blocks, or if I'm facing a lot of, let's say, pressure, I'm going to release him and let him go off into the flats. Now what I'm going to do next is I'm going to take X and I'm going to just streak him down the field. Streak him down the field. This has been the key to basically every cover 3 beater in Madden 22 on Next Gen so far. And everything else after that is pretty much simple. I'm going to smart route Tyreek Hill. So basically what you're going to do there is you're going to press triangle or Y on Xbox and you're going to select your receiver. So right now is R1 and I'm going to press R1 again to smart route him. Hopefully this makes his route a little bit shorter and it goes to the sticks. Let me make sure that happens. Yeah, so it gets a little bit shorter. So you'll see right here, he's making that cut at about the 35. I'm going to smart route him. And that's going to force him to make the cut at about the 25. So it brings your cut at the first down marker. So if you're at 8 yards, it's going to be at 8 yard. If it's at 10, it's going to be at 10. So smart routing is just a way to make that route a little bit shorter. It works on a lot of different routes. You should try it out if you don't know about it. So what we're going to do, we used to have this concept last year, well, 2 years ago, where if you put your outside receiver on the opposite side of the one play touchdown on like a comeback like this, it would actually pull that corner down because that route was deep enough to be in the third and that corner would have to cover it. So what used to happen is we used to run this with a backside post and that corner would come down with that actual receiver. Not going to happen this year. They do a really good job of stopping those one play touchdowns. But of course, when Madden patches something else breaks. And we know deep blue routes this year on Next Gen are extremely bad and the corners are lost in space. So let's go ahead and walk through the play. So now we're going to go ahead and put my man back on a slant. We're going to leave Edwards here to block. And the reason why you need him to block is because that's the side you're going to roll out on. You don't have to have a scrambling quarterback, but if you do, it absolutely helps. Now there is one key here that you're going to need for this particular play, but I'm just going to run it to show you guys how to run it. And you'll see, even without the smart route and Tyreek Hill, my man comes wide open. That one takes a little bit more time. I did forget to smart route my guy on that one. So let's go ahead and smart route it. You'll see though, like even on the deep route, it's wide wide open. Like the corner just does not go back there at all. But I'm going to smart route him this time. And the corner may pick him up, but it's a certain time in which you want to throw it. So let's run this one more time. Here we go. I'm going to throw that about right there. Boom. We're good to go. Now, you can wait a little bit longer, or you can also throw it to the outside. So let me show you what that looks like throwing to the outside. We're going to smart route him again like this. And so basically what we're going to do, we're going to wait. And it should be a little bit quicker. It should be about right there. We're going to throw that right down the field. Tyreek Hill's a little bit too slow. We should probably set our feet and throw that. Let's try one more time here. Let's set our feet on this one. Let's actually get a double team on this end right here. Yeah, let's double team that man right there. And we'll just throw that like this. Yes, sir. Set them feet and we are out of here. Of course, that's Tyreek Hill. Of course, we're expecting him to outrun everybody, but the concept is the same. That corner is not going to get back deep enough for that extremely deep post coming from the opposite side. And let me show you what happens to that corner, right? So we're looking here. He turns his hips, and normally what happens is they start to sprint back once that guy hits about here. So a lot of times your post, and the reason why they're not working, what I found in the programming is that once your post gets across that safety is when this corner starts to open up. So you'll see that he's not getting deep, or he's not trying to get depth anymore until that post gets about at that hash mark or right in front of that safety. That's when he about turns. So you'll see right there, once he gets to the hash is when he turns. So the programming looks like, at least to me, what I'm seeing in the programming is that this corner chills until the backside hits the hash. And what they've done is they programmed the backside corner to start getting depth on that route. But the issue is this particular route gets so much depth before it hits that hash that this corner is already about 5 yards, or we'll say 4 to 5 yards before he starts opening up. And if you have a fast receiver, he's never going to be able to catch up, especially in next gen when change of direction and speed they feel nerfed. Maybe because it's smoother, but they definitely feel nerfed. There's no way that this corner, even if you have a slower receiver, is going to be able to catch up to this guy when he's already 5 yards. Like, he's burnt 5 yards over the top. The safety, now the streak is so important, because what the streak does on this particular play is this streak forces two things, right? On cover 3, it forces this guy to get depth so he can't play short. So your slant is going to come open underneath, right? But it also forces this safety to stay on the hash because this guy here is coming wide open. Now, there's a whole nother thing that we can do on this particular play, and I'm going to show you part 2, all right? So let's say that your guy's not getting open, or he's blitzing you from the outside. You can't escape the pocket. You can't buy yourself a little bit more time. There's a whole nother guy open on this play, and it's right here. You're just going to come like this, get that aggressive catch, and it's the tight end. The tight end is open as well, and it's because of how much you're pushing that safety back, okay? So with this particular route, you'll see that this safety right here is about what? We'll call that 4 yards ahead of that tight end. So if you were to scramble over, you'll see how much space this is creating between these two. And if you were just to come over, bullet that in there, you'll get that nice aggressive catch. And tight ends come down a lot more on aggressive catches than actual receivers. Receivers have this weird thing where you need to get 2 feet down, but tight ends actually, if they go up, and you'll see here, tight ends go up and they get that good secure catch with enough space. So you'll see that he gets that ball in there with enough space. You can pretty much almost count that as a catch every single time on this particular throw. So you have 2 very deep options. One play touchdown coming from that backside post here. You'll see it opens right up. And then if you can't get that, you have that tight end. That has been your tip from your boy, DG the Chef. Don't consume content for free. The least you can do is hit that like and subscribe button for me. I like that. That actually rhymes. We might have to use that more often. We out here. All right. Peace.